Hello, everybody. We are live tonight. We are living out loud, and I'm Elva from Georgia.
Hi, Elva. I'm Nora. Everybody out there from South Texas, and we're
Yes.
doing something different, which we've never done before. So please excuse our bumps in the road, but hey, it's going to be fun. So this is going to be good, and we're wearing our costumes, so it's Halloweeny night for us, anyway.
We're a week early, but we decided to kind of practice our costumes that we're going to be wearing next weekend. And I had some special pumpkin cheesecake cookies that I wanted to make. So we decided let's have a little bit of fun. Let's dress up and do a live and do something a
Yeah,
little different. So we're excited to be doing something
yeah.
different today.
I
And
want some of those.
yeah, and we hope that you'll join us. And of course, I'll post this recipe later in the comments and all. But we're excited. I have a special visitor that's here with me today. I actually have Batman who's come
What?
to help me.
Oh
Yes.
my!
Yes. So he's here helping me today with this recipe. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and get started with our recipe. And then at the same time, if you join us and you have any questions or comments, we actually have our producer who's here as well, and he'll be telling us what those questions and comments are. So let's get started
Awesome.
with this.
Deb's in the comments.
Oh, hi, Deb. We see we have a special visitor named Deb. She's a special person to us. So, hi, Deb. Thanks for visiting. And our producer will tell us what your comments are because we can't see those while we're baking. But we're excited that you're here with us. Yay!
Yay! Let's bake.
Let's bake. Okay. And so by the way, these pumpkin cheesecake cookies I've never made before.
Uh
So
oh.
let's hope they turn out good. The
Uh
recipe
oh.
sounded delicious. I pulled down the recipe and I've got it here in front of me. So we're gonna start. We have our stand mixer, and there's two parts to this. There's a cheesecake filling. We're gonna make that first because that has to chill in the freezer for a little bit. So let's start with that. So that has cream cheese, and we've softened it. We've made it room temperature. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. Batman's going to be my assistant today, so he's going to be making this for us. And then
That's
we're also,
awesome.
yeah,
Can't go wrong with Batman by your side,
I
right?
Does
know.
Batman speak? Hi, how are you?
Okay, and then we use one egg yolk, and that's room temperature also. And then we have a quarter cup granulated sugar, and we have a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, and Batman, don't break the dishes, please.
Sorry.
Then he's going to mix that up really quickly. We're just looking for it to be kind of soft and really all stirred together. And then we're going to move on and get that starting to get frozen. You can go a little faster on that. And while he does that, we'll just talk amongst ourselves. Do we have any comments out there, producer? Okay, no
Deb
comments
says
in.
hello.
Oh, okay. Hi, Deb. Hello. We're so glad you're here. We encourage you to dress up too. If you're watching right now, you can go put on a wig or something like that. That's already good. That's already good. As long as it's all mixed together. Oh no, we need to whisk a little bit longer on that. Come on, go high speed there.
New commenter, Linda. Says,
Oh.
love the costume.
Oh, thank you, Linda. Well,
Oh,
we're just.
That's
Oh, Batman
wonderful.
says what costume? This is his normal everyday wear. All right. Well, we're going to mix for a few seconds here. Nora, how was your day today?
Well, I had a super busy day. It was back to back to back to back to back. And yeah, I was going and going and going until it was like 5 on the dot. And I was like, I'm done. I can't do anymore. So yeah, it was really super busy. But for some reason, this entire week, this entire month has been really busy. I don't know if it's because it's fourth quarter and things are hopping and moving, but it's been super busy. But it's all good. It's all good.
Oh,
Other than that, I ordered some food from our local HEB and did curbside, picked that up and put that all away, which is not my favorite thing to do. I don't mind picking it up because, they put it in your car for you, but I hate taking it out of the car and putting it away. So thankfully, Richard likes to do that. So, so he gets to do that.
yeah.
But that was my day.
That was your day. That sounds like a pretty
Yeah.
good, exciting day. That's probably good. Well,
Yeah.
my day was busy too. We actually had a ribbon cutting today on a new clinic that my organization has opened. It took them 7 years to get this built. They've been praying about it, and but it's a clinic that anybody can come to free of charge for medical services. So.
That's awesome.
Yes, and especially we have a lot of homeless population. Obviously, we serve our clients and or families that are. We're going to scoop that out, so don't put it on the tray. Families that definitely are in need.
Is that in Atlanta, or is that where is that at?
It's in the suburb that I live in, and it's part of our organization. But we've definitely received a lot of grants and financial assistance from third parties, churches, nonprofits, and all to get that off the ground. And so we're excited that it's all come to be now. So now we whipped our cream cheese, and I'm just going to show you guys. Sorry, it was kind of loud, but it's there. It's made. So now all we're going to do is just do a couple little scoops on our tray here. I've got a little sheet pan lined with parchment, and let me put it on this side so you can see this better. I'm just going to scoop this out, and as soon as I scoop, then we'll be ready to chill these. And actually, based on how many little scoops here, I guess is the number of cookies we're going to make. So this is kind of interesting to see here. I hadn't thought about that.
Why is Batman flexing his muscles?
I did not see that. Apparently, he thinks he's strong? I don't know.
Oh, that cookie dough must be really heavy. Yes,
That's
okay.
what it is. Okay. Takes a lot of strength here to hold that up. So, all right. So we're almost done here. Anyway, so yes, we had a ribbon cutting, and we had about 150 people that have.
That's good. That's good.
The mayor came, and some city council people, and so.
Oh boy.
They've got a tour of the new health clinic, and we're excited to be able to help people. So let's spatula that up, and I think we're almost done with this part. So this is basically what's going to be the filling in the cookies. So the first part of it was to just make that cream cheese filling, scoop it up, and have little dollops there, because we're going to have to put these inside the cookies here in just a minute. So I think we've gotten pretty much, oopsie, that's okay, let's not pick it up off the counter. Okay, that's good enough. So now we're just going to freeze these really quickly, and we did wash our hands before we started this. Oh, let's see, we did. Okay, and now I'm going to put these into the freezer, and now we're going to move to the next step. We need that mixing bowl, man. Oh, sorry.
And who's going to do the dishes, Batman?
Deb asks, what's everyone doing this weekend?
Oh, well, that's a good question. What are you doing this weekend, Nora? Get some paper towels.
This week, actually, I have my fur grandbaby coming over probably tomorrow. Yeah, because my son and my daughter-in-law are going to the valley. They are actually going to baptize one of his cousins' babies. Yeah, so that'll be really fun, and I get to take care of the fur grandbaby, which I love Cooper. So
Oh, yeah, definitely.
he's a good doggy. He's a very good dog. So that'll be fun. He'll come over tomorrow.
Okay, fun.
And then, of course, there's football. So we'll be watching Texas A&M, I believe, on Saturday in the evening. And the Spurs won yesterday. So.
Oh, my goodness. You said two words, two different names that we don't say in this household. A&M and Spurs.
Sorry, Linda. I know she texted me and she said, Mavs, go Mavs. I'm like, sorry. Go Spurs.
That's okay. It's all fun and games, I guess. Okay, so now we're going to make the cookie dough. And I'll tell you guys really quickly, the cookie dough has a lot of ingredients, but we've done the mise en place for this, which means we've got all the ingredients already kind of portioned out.
Question.
So, yes, there's a question?
What type of cookies are they?
Oh, we're making pumpkin cheesecake cookies.
Pumpkin cheesecake.
Pumpkin cheesecake cookies. And I love pumpkin cheesecake, by the way. My daughter made that for us a few Thanksgivings ago, and it was delicious. So
it sounds so good.
It is so good, and it actually uses brown butter in the recipe. So I think
what?
Yes, I've made chocolate chip cookies with brown butter, and it's delicious. So
how do you make brown butter? I've never heard of that.
Oh, well, you just take your butter and you put it in a little saucepan and you brown it. So you just let it cook on your stove until it starts to be kind of a brown color.
And does that make a difference in the taste or just the
delicious in the taste. It is so good. In fact, the whole house right now smells delicious because of this
like
brown butter. Like brown butter. And then when I put it in the cookies, you could taste the brown butter. It just had a different little, maybe smoky flavor, but you don't burn it. You have to watch it and be careful with it. Okay, Batman, so you're going to go ahead and do the wet ingredients, which is the brown butter, the sugar, the brown sugar, and the egg yolk. You'll mix those up. It's not going to need a lot of mixing. I'm doing the dry ingredients in a separate little bowl just so I can incorporate all the items. So again, it was 3/4 cup of brown butter, 1 egg yolk is what he's doing, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 3/4 cup of white granulated sugar. So those are what we consider the wet ingredients. And then I'm doing the flour, which was 2 1/4 cups of flour. Let me get that out. And
I have a question for some of our viewers right now.
Go ahead.
Here's my question. So I know we did our book club and went off sort of well, not really, but but now the cooking. I think that usually, or not usually, but sometimes we've done cooking shows before. They seem to have done well. So do you guys prefer maybe something like this as far as like our video content, or do you prefer or do you want us to go back to the book club? Or do you like us doing thrifting? Or, I can tap dance. I do tap. So, I don't know. Let us know for those of you that are watching right now. What would you like to see us do? Or not do?
Okay. Yes. Well, I think everybody likes to eat, definitely, and likes to cook. So I think there's... You can stop that. About detaching? Okay, Deb said she likes the most recent video we did on detaching.
Okay.
Letting go of the ego, letting go of things that,
okay.
Yeah, all things really, not putting any extra special work. I'll use mine. Oh, sorry, I have my West. It's fine, Deb. You just need it to be. Okay, so yeah, that was a big, I think that was, can you put that down a little quieter?
Batman.
Okay, Batman, you're gonna break my mixer. Yeah, it was a very good book. I think it was very intellectual. I think it was, it wasn't as fun and as lighthearted as a book maybe that, would be fun to read. But I think all in all, we learned a lot from it. So, is there another comment?
Linda said tap dance.
Oh, Linda wants Nora to tap dance. Get up there, Nora. You said you could tap dance.
I can.
Let's see it.
But well, you know what? My tap shoes are like, on the top of your closet when you have to like get a little stool or something to reach up. The box is like way up there. But
we can wait. Don't worry. Go ahead. Okay, so I just mixed the dry ingredients together, which is the 2 1/4 cups of flour, 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, some 3/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar, salt, and cinnamon, all the same. Anyway, so that's dry, and now we're just going to add the dry to the wet that he's creamed together there. It's looking pretty good. Okay, we may want to change to the paddle. I'm not sure. This might be a little bit hard to get out. So, okay, Nora, we're still waiting for that tap dancing to happen.
No, I was going to say, you said cream of tartar. What is that?
Cream of tartar. That's a good question. We don't use it very often. I know we used it in some
I've never heard that in anybody baking it. It sounds like tartar sauce, but I know you can't be putting tartar sauce in there.
No, it's almost like a flour. We can read the ingredients that are in it, but I know we used it in our decorated sugar cookies. And so I think it adds a little stiffness to whatever you're making. Okay. So that was important for the decorated sugar cookies. Okay, so I'm just adding this flour. Dan, you probably need to just whisk, sorry, Batman, you need to just whisk it for just a few seconds. Sorry. Batman, he's incognito there. I need to remember that.
Yeah, the secret identity.
I know. Oh, and we forgot the pumpkin. Okay, so go ahead and mix that real quick. Now we do have one more ingredient that's going to go in the cookies, in the pumpkin cheesecake cookies, and that's the pumpkin. I almost forgot. Almost left that part out.
I think you need that, yeah.
Now here's the thing with the pumpkin. This is pumpkin puree, um, and basically it comes in a can, but it's very watery. So we've been kind of pressing a paper towel on it to
Now,
dry.
there's two different ones. I know that you should buy. One's like for pies, right? And then another one is like a stiffer one or
Yeah,
something.
you don't buy the pumpkin pie mix. That
Okay.
one already has other things added to it. You're just
Okay.
gonna buy the puree. And
Okay.
and I forgot to show you that napkin because I got excited. But you'll see it's letting out a lot, and we've already been doing this for about good, oh gosh, 10-15 minutes before we started our live today. We've been pressing all the water out of it, but it's really important to do that step. So it has a lot of water on it. All right, so anyway. Okay, so now we're going to need to get, we're not going to do all of this. We only needed we're going to need a measuring cup because we only need a half a cup. Okay, go ahead, producer. Half a cup.
Richard said hello.
Oh, hi, Richard. Good to see you. Thanks for
Oh,
joining us.
This is on. Oh, okay. Hi, Richard.
Yes.
Richard, do you have a question for us?
Yeah. Maybe Richard has a good question for us. We're looking for a measuring cup really quickly, a half a cup measuring cup. Let's see if we have any half a cups here.
And Deb said she enjoyed the book series. She wants you to do another.
Oh, okay. Well, we definitely just need a suggestion of what people would want us to read, but we need people to join the book club too, because it was just me and Nora talking about the book, but we'd love to get other people's perspectives.
I mean, it was still fun. Don't get me wrong. We were a book club of 2, but it'd be more fun if we had more people join.
That's right, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so it's about a half cup. All right, so I'm just going to add that in and go ahead and mix that up. All right. I'll go ahead and add the rest of it to it. Oh, I can smell that brown butter right now. It smells so good in the mixer.
So did you put in like the entire can, Elva, or?
No, we just measured out about a half a cup of it.
Okay.
And then we drained all the water out of it. And so, no, we're not using the whole can. How much is left? Oh, the can is half a cup, so sorry about that. Okay, that's good.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so once our cookie dough releases off the side, we're really ready now to start making our cookies. So,
Serving size half a cup. This has 3.5 servings.
oh, really? Oh, we don't know we're talking about that. Okay, so let's take it off there. So we're going to use a scoop on this. This is the larger scoop.
Oh, that's a big cookie.
Yeah, and this is the way we always made cookies in our bakery too. We always made cookie dough. Then we made big scoops of cookies and lined them on the sheet pan. We would flash freeze it in our freezer and then freeze the cookies overnight and then bake them the next morning. And, it's just, I don't know, they bake better, they set up, they're kind of thick and chewy cookies when you do that. So we've always been doing that. How do you like my nails? I've got these black little nails on today. I don't know if you can see them.
Nice. Very cute.
It's hard to do things, to do things with them, but anyway, they're
They look good.
they're
Look good.
Halloweenish. Okay, so we now have our dough, so we're gonna go ahead and start. Uh-oh, we had some pumpkin there not mixed in. Okay, we're just gonna,
Uh-oh.
now, Batman, are your hands still clean? Okay, good. Well, I'll go ahead and do this part, and what you're gonna do now is you're gonna take that round and you're gonna flatten it down, and we're gonna start filling it with the cheesecake fillings. So go ahead and start working on that. Don't be too forceful and flatten it like a pancake, but somewhere in between there. A little bit wider, because we're gonna have to put that whole piece we put in there. Okay. All right, a little bit wider. You want them to be a little bit bigger. Uh-oh. Be careful. Okay, looks like we didn't mix some of the flour in, Batman. Batman's not a good baker here. Sorry. This is hard for Batman to hear right now, but it's okay. All right, let me just stir the bottom, because the bottom has a lot of flour at the bottom still. Okay, that's okay. We can,
That's okay. That's okay.
this can still work.
Batman is learning.
Yes.
It's not my specialty.
No, it's not his specialty. All right, Batman, why don't you do me a favor and
I
put...
fight crime. I don't make cookies.
Okay.
There you go.
That's right. That's true. Why don't you put the oven on to 350 degrees, and we'll get ready to, as soon as all this flour is incorporated in, we're kind of ready now to finish scooping. Okay.
Deb asks if Batman needs to go to work after this.
Oh, yes. After this, are you headed to work, Batman? Okay. Fighting crime? Is that what you're headed to do? Okay. Yes. All right. Well, now we know. Okay, Batman, I'm going to get out the little cream cheese filling. Let's go ahead and start rolling these into, let me see if I'll put them here so you can see them. So, there we go. Now you're going to roll one into the cookie. So this needs to be a little flatter. And it's going to go into the center of the cookie, and then you're going to roll it up around it. So you need to not see that cream cheese at all. So that's why you have the clean hands. And this was the really important reason why we had to take all that moisture out of the batter, out of the cookie dough. Because if it was too wet, then it doesn't let us do this part well. But it looks like he did a good job. He's got a good little ball going there. And it needs to be a circle, so try to do your best to make the biggest circle.
Flour.
Okay, let's get a little flour. If you need a little flour, you could, but it'll change the taste of the cookies if you add too much flour, so you don't want to do that. This cookie needs to be redone. This one is the crumbly one. Okay, that one was a little bit crumbly, so we just redid that one. But anyway, okay, so we're doing this. Now,
Good.
tomorrow we are going to see our granddaughter's last football game. She's cheerleading for little Pee Wee football. Is tomorrow? Oh no, tomorrow's Friday. Oh, sorry, I still have one more day of work.
Yeah, I
today
know.
was
It feels like
Friday.
today. It feels like today should have been Friday, honestly.
Oh,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, tomorrow we're actually getting off early because we let our staff. Only the management team was on site today, so we could help with the tours and the guests. And then, where's my scooper? And then, so tomorrow the staff will come back, work tomorrow from the office, and they get to go and see the clinic for the first time. And then we'll have hot dogs and hamburgers at lunch at noon. And,
Nice.
And then everybody gets to go home early tomorrow. So I'll have a half a day tomorrow, which is nice.
Good.
And then,
Good for you.
And then Saturday we'll go watch our granddaughter's last football game, her last cheerleading for this year. And there's a lot of fundraisers and there are things that are happening in the next few weeks all around town. And so we're going to hope to participate in some of those. And next Friday we'll be going to so we have a homeless shelter, as you guys know, and we have children that live there, obviously with their families or the moms or dads or both. So we're actually doing a Halloween carnival for them at the shelter. And so Batman and I are going to volunteer there next Friday night.
Ah, you scared me.
Oh, there's Richard.
You scared the heck out of me.
I thought he wasn't
Oh.
there when he sent us a message.
I know. That's right.
Why,
That's cute.
Richard,
That's
you
really
should have
cute.
dressed up too. We would
You'll-
have loved to talk
Yeah.
to you.
Why didn't you dress up?
I'm watching a football game.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
That's not a good reason. He's watching football.
Got it. That's all right. All right, well, we're rolling on these cookies, so I'm about to help now make these cookies as well. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to be helping at the homeless shelter, the kids' Halloween party, and we have some games that we've planned for them.
The cookies
I-
smell so good.
So I'm excited about that.
Richard says that the cookies smell so good.
I wish he could smell the brown butter. It smells so good.
Have you
I
ever
don't
heard
enough
of
for
brown butter?
Yeah, I do smell it. It's very thicky.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, Batman, you
Okay.
have some of the brown butter
Oh,
on the
he's
bowl.
being silly.
Stop it.
We have smell-o-vision.
Yes, we have smell-o-vision.
I wish we did. Okay. You
Yeah.
know what, producer, can you hand me some more parchment paper? It's in the cabinet, this cabinet, because we're running out of room here to put our, I might need just a little sheet right here in front of me. Anyway, so after we finish this step of rolling them out, thank you. This magically has just appeared. Then we're going to put them in that oven, that 350-degree oven for 11 minutes. So
So the meeting's gonna end in 1 minute,
Okay.
in case it does.
All right.
You wanna say?
Yeah. Okay, so we are, as you guys know, this was our first time of doing a live. I do a live sometimes when I go and walk the mountain or something, but this is our first time doing a live using Zoom. So our Zoom is telling us a little bit of something that it may run out. We're not sure if it really will, but that's what it's saying. So
Uh-oh.
if it does, don't worry. I'm going to tell you what the last step is on these cookies right now, and that is
Eat them.
no.
Yeah, I like that idea.
We do have the cinnamon sugar that we made, and we have to roll the cookies in the cinnamon sugar before we bake them. And you may not get to see what they look like when they finish, but we'll see.
We're recording.
Okay, we're back. Okay, so now we're back just to look at the final product of how everything turned out. The cookies have baked. The pan's still a little bit hot. They just came out, so we're actually chilling one of the cookies so we can actually do a little taste test on the cookies. But this is what they look like. They're quite large, so I think we could actually probably use a smaller scoop to make smaller cookies if you want smaller cookies, and just add less cream cheese in the middle, and you could make more cookies than just the, what does it make? What did it make? About 12, 14. But anyway, I did make one more. I did make a major mistake just now. I washed dishes with my little press on nails, and now they're all just falling off as I move around.
Oh,
So
no.
I'm working really hard to keep these on. I've already lost a pinky, but that's okay.
Oh, no.
I still got these fingers. So, but anyway, should we get the cookie out? Let's get the cookie out. Let's see how it did. Freezer? You put it in the freezer? We were actually saying it reminded us a lot of a snickerdoodle cookie, like we used to
Oh,
bake.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good.
Yeah, and we put the cinnamon sugar on top, so it's still very warm, but we're going to go ahead and cut it in half and see what it looks like inside. And I can show that to you using my little knife. Yeah, it's got the little, let me go around the side. I can show the camera. Okay, so here's what the inside of the cookie looks like.
Ooh, that looks good.
It does look good, the cream cheese. I think it's still a little bit too warm to eat, but I'm just holding it up using the knife so you can kind of see what it looks like. And, oh, I guess Batman's eating it. So how does it taste, Batman?
Tastes good.
Okay, well, there you have it.
There you go.
Batman just gave his seal of approval. So that's good to know. It's good. So you should try this. I think it's going to be a real winner for the fall time. So
Yeah, I need to try that too.
yeah, it had a lot of ingredients, but as long as you kind of plan ahead and kind of get your ingredients portioned out, it makes it a little bit easier. Anyway, you look
Yeah.
adorable in your little witch's
Oh,
costume hat
thank
there,
you.
wig. Those are really
Well, I
fun.
like you guys with that. That's cute.
Yeah, this is our first year of matching. I've seen Batman for years, but I've never been Batgirl, so it's our first time doing a matching costume. So anyway,
Cute.
yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Well, we're looking forward
Good.
to. That's a nice smile. Batman's smiling at me. That's cute. We're looking forward to wearing these costumes next week, when it really is Halloween. And you know, I saw Mel Robbins had a little podcast about finding happy moments wherever you can. They weren't talking about happiness, but finding joy throughout your day, throughout your week, whatever, wherever you can. Small moments, doing something, because we're not always going to be happy. That's not what it's about, but it's about, that's enough, Batman. It's about just finding little moments in life that bring us joy and holding on to those.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
So I like that. And so
So true. So true.
that's all we're trying to do. Find a little bit of joy. But anyway,
Good.
it's
Good.
good to see you, Nora. And
Yes.
I will see you next week, sometime next week. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend, everybody else out there. Please leave us a comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you again
Thumbs
soon.
up. Yeah.
Take care.
Take care. Bye, Elva. See
Bye-bye.
you next
Love you.
week.
Bye-bye.
Love you too. Bye-bye. Bye, Batman.